All that. What's up, hustlers? Welcome back to the Hustle Highway podcast. You know, it's your girl, your main host here, Boss Lady, and my sidekick, always ride or die, George Jeremy. And tonight we got Junior Price. So let's get to it, guys. Junior,
Hey,
what's
Junior.
going on with you? Let Jeremy send out his links. He's all
That's right.
smiling. He'll have the phone going sideways. Here we go.
Yeah.
All right, Junior, what's going on with you?
Oh, I'm just being me,
Just being
working
me.
all the time.
I
That
like
seems
that
like
hat.
that's all I ever get to do is work. Never get any time to do anything else.
That's You have that.
Yeah,
So, Junior, you were telling me you're from Cosby,
yeah,
Tennessee.
yeah.
Okay, and that's where
I
you
live in,
you grew up.
yes, I grew up in Cosby. I live in Dark Hollow. Uh,
Oh, shout out!
Dark Hollow Moonshine.
It's this
Yes,
wonderful shirt you gave me.
yeah. That's the landscape designs. I make landscape designs out of old steels and things like that.
Okay.
We've done some pretty nice stuff.
Yeah,
A
I
lot of
didn't
people,
realize you
a lot
did
of
so many
people think
different
it's
things.
moonshine, but it's like landscape designs.
Okay, make me understand.
I've got a landscaping business.
Okay, I thought I seen a picture with you on a Z turn. You
Yeah,
know, like
yeah.
yeah. Okay, all right. Landscape. Gotcha. I was a little
I do a lot of
confused.
different stuff. You
Yeah, you
know,
got you got your hands in a lot, don't you?
yeah, I do. Actually, too much.
Now,
It's
growing up down there, I know it. The bar was it Dean's Place?
yeah.
Okay, I have been there.
We got a bar named Dean's Place. We got one called the Three Way, and
There's not
there's
many.
two most probably the two biggest bars around here is Dean's Place and the Three Way Inn.
Okay, I know it's kind of small, and I didn't know. I knew Dean's was when I went in there. I was like, wow, it's really, really
Yeah,
small, and it was like we only serve beer, and I was like, I don't drink beer.
yeah. Well,
I was like, and then they was like, well, you can go outside for the other stuff, and I was like,
yeah,
okay, thanks.
yeah. Now, the Three Way Inn, you know, Mark Ramsey's wife owns that.
Okay,
Her family owned that, and
okay,
I don't know if she has anything to do with it or whatever. But I know they used to own the building.
okay.
I don't know if they own the business or not.
And do you do so? Do you do music at these bars, or because I know you're a musician now?
There's one bar in Newport that I play a little bit at. It's called the Long Branch,
Okay.
and the I go down there and play some maybe once or twice a month.
And I have to
I'm
tell,
still
I have to tell
nervous.
everybody, I'm laughing because I was just telling him before we went live that I didn't know he did music, but he sure enough when I met him, and this, I really got to get it together because I have been drinking. It was the winter jam, right? And you even gave me a picture, an autographed picture, and of you with a guitar. And I told Jeremy yesterday, he's a musician, or Monday. I think it was like Monday, and I was like, huh, okay. Like sometimes I just miss things.
Yeah. Well, I got a lot of videos on my Facebook page.
We
Songs.
just became Facebook friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't add you before. Sometimes I'm the blonde you see. Jeremy's back. Look at him.
Sometimes
Yeah.
stuff goes over
I,
my head too. I mean, it goes way over my head.
Well, after so many shots of the
Yeah.
juice.
Yep.
Speaking of
oh yeah,
juice, Jeremy might have one there, a red one.
I do actually. Yeah,
I
this is
forgot the
this is
red
one of
one.
the small jars of
Oh,
a
let me grab the.
podcast punch.
Podcast
Um,
fun.
yeah,
Shameless plug.
that's right. Shameless plug here.
Now, what
Um,
flavor is that?
What is what?
do I?
What flavor is that
It's
podcast
it,
fun?
it's basically like like a fruit punch or like the hunch punch back in high school you'd
Yeah.
make, that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's 100 proof. Um, and it tastes just like punch.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, so shots, bitches.
Exactly.
Okay, I can't even get my. I'm telling you, I'm a struggle bus. I've been fighting this sinus infection for a couple days.
Oh, I hope I don't get sick. I've went over a year without being sick, and I hope I don't get sick because when I get it, it's bad.
There's so many people right now that are sick.
What was
It's
the
like,
shameless plug someone just asked? Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me put this.
Okay.
This.
Yeah, the podcast punch. So cheers.
Thank you, Hoochie Hooch. Okay. Now the comment don't want to come off. Weird. Okay. Shots.
It's good.
So, Junior, I know you had a good old salted caramel because salted caramel is my thing. And my petty bestie over here almost broke my arm dragging me to you while I was drunk. And that's why I said that whole night was funny. But I know I helped you pack up that night. And after that, something happened. You want to talk about it?
Yeah. After you rolled out of the parking lot that night, what ended up happening out there, brother?
Well, we made it. When we pulled out of the parking lot, there was a car pulled out from the Dollar General store,
right?
And it got right behind me, and I didn't pay any attention to it at first. But we was driving down the road, and I'd switch lanes, they'd switch lanes,
Yeah.
I'd slow down, they'd slow down, I'd speed up. And I told Marvin, the guy that was with me, I said, that's a cop behind us. And he was like, no, it's not a cop. You're just paranoid. And I said, no, that's a cop. Because every time I slow down, he slows down. I switch lanes and he switches lanes. So we get going. We got down to the roundabout, and started down J Creek. We got about, halfway down J Creek, and there was a truck passed by me, and that truck was just, it had to have been running 75, 80 miles an hour going down through there.
Yeah.
Right after the truck passed me, the car lit me up.
Yep.
I'm like, I'm getting pulled over. And I didn't think anything about that being in the back of the car.
Right.
And I pulled over and it was the ALE. It wasn't like the police, it was the ALE. He walked up to the car and he said, "Do you know why I pulled you over?" And I said, "Well, I guess because I slowed down because your lights are blinding me. Your headlights were blinding me and I couldn't see." He said, "No, I pulled you over because you got a case of moonshine in the back of your Tahoe." And I'm like, "How did you know that I had a case of moonshine in the back of my Tahoe?" Because he said it was a tip from Tennessee. And then he said he saw it from the Dollar General store. And I was like, okay, the Dollar General store is the way I had backed in at the motel.
Yep.
You couldn't see the back of my car from the Dollar General store.
Right. Was he in a unmarked black Charger?
He was in, I think it was gray.
Oh, because there was a unmarked dark colored Charger that every 10 minutes would roll through the parking lot, and then they'd go up and then they'd go park up at the Dollar General, and about 10 minutes later they'd come roll back down there and come back through. I'm wondering if he wasn't the same guy that pulled you over.
Well, the guy that pulled me over, like he had a beard, little beard.
Oh, it wasn't that guy, because this guy had his window like halfway down, and you could see he was a younger guy.
Yeah.
I don't remember
two of these guys that pulled me over that night. One of them, he was an older guy, red hair, but the guy that pulled me over was super nice. He said, by all rights, he said, I could take you to jail and I could take your car. And they did keep my liquor, and that was a really, really good batch of sour mash that I made. So they got to keep some. They probably enjoyed it. But he said, I'm not going to take you to jail. He said, I'm going to set you a court date. You just be back April 1st to your court date. And like exactly a week to the day after that, I got 5 letters in the mail of attorneys from Waynesville
Oh,
who was
of
wanting
course.
to represent me on that. I'm like, I didn't think it was that big of a deal. And then that got me worried after getting those letters. And I started talking to people. I'm like, I'm not going to go pay $5,000 or $6,000 for an attorney and then go up there and it be like, oh, this ain't no big deal.
Right.
And that's exactly what happened when I went to court. That judge was a super, super nice person.
Nice.
I was standing in line and they said, if you're going to represent yourself, go over here and get in this line. If you have an attorney, get in this line. So I didn't have an attorney or anything. So I went and got in the line and waited. When I walked up to the judge, there was 2 ladies sitting like to his right. And he was like up above them. And I asked the lady, she said, what do you have? And I said, well, I need to give you this paper. I don't know what to do. I've never been in trouble before or anything. Can you tell me what I need to do? And she got it, looked at it, and he leaned over and he said, what's he got? What's he being charged with? She said, he's being charged with transport over the state line with alcohol, untaxed alcohol. And he was like, that's what he done. He just like shrugged it off and said, just fine him $180 so he can get out of here. He said, I have more important things to worry about than a case of moonshine. And I could have very easily paid $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 for an attorney just to go up there and them tell me that. That would have made me sick if I had done that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was just going to wait, and if I needed an attorney, I was going to put it off and get one, then go back.
Well, and what's funny is, obviously every state has different laws and those kind of things. Down here in Georgia, actually, your better situation is to be caught with the untaxed alcohol. It's a misdemeanor. It's no big deal. It's a fine, all that. If you get caught during the production of it, though, then it becomes a felony. Yeah. And so it's funny because you sit here and think, well, it's not even a final product yet, but yet it's already a felony.
Yeah, exactly.
But, and obviously, the governor's chiming in here because the governor definitely.
And that's what I was reading. I just went on Facebook to, our comments we stream to a lot of different locations. So we'll have comments on my Facebook, on the groups and stuff. So we don't see them all. We apologize, but there are a few. Chad said, party people, what's good? He said, it's hard to catch a cold on a podcast. It's sinuses, Chad. KP's in the house. Brandy Holden. Hey, girl.
Hey, Brandy.
David Masters. He said, what's up, everybody?
Hey, actually, I got a bone to pick with Brandy Holden real quick. She got my name wrong.
Oh.
She called me the hillbilly hooker. It's not hillbilly hooker. It's the hillbilly whore. Get it right.
You know what, Brandon, if you're watching, hit me up. I need to put that hillbilly whore on a shirt before I forget, because I forget. But Rick Thorne's in the house. He said hello, y'all. The river was looking really good, Rick. Really good. KP said hello, everyone. Raul's in the house.
Hey, Raul.
Hey. Joe said good evening, y'all. Hey, Joe. Longhorn. I think I'm caught up on this one. All right.
Actually,
so, and then Justin Meredith, Kenny Taylor, Liberty Soulshine. Hey guys, I'm catching up. I think we have a comment on here, and the guy said that your hat's too big. I think it's big for a reason. You do landscaping. You're keeping the sun off.
Now I just bought this American Hat Company cowboy hat that I just bought the other day.
I like it.
It's not too big. No, it's not too big. It's just a camera.
Yeah, the camera makes it. Well, that's the thing. Yeah, the camera will make it look real wide.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chad said lawyers will send you advertisements when you get a speeding ticket. That's true.
Oh yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I think they got like little. I think they got little connections into the computers They
Hey,
just
Joseph.
self-generate those.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
What do you mean I get all the views?
Hey, let me ask you a question. I don't know if this is if there's anything to this or not, but I saw a post on Facebook about Brandon Barnes. Do you know who I'm talking about?
I don't.
Well, Brandon Barnes is a buddy I went to school with.
Does he have cancer? I just saw on Facebook where he's on the he's on the Moonshiner show right now, filming with Mark and Digger and John.
Oh no! Oh, that's a different Brandon from the guy I know.
Okay.
I'm so confused.
Yeah, he's from up, I think, in Asheville. He filmed something with Mike and Jerry a few years ago.
Okay, yeah.
But
actually, speaking of that, I think Shonda wanted to ask you about the show Moonshiners, Junior.
I did. So I tried to catch up, and I seen an episode, and they said that they had a bootlegger named Junior.
Yeah, that's me.
That's you? Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah, that's me.
I said, dang, that's kind of dirty. If it was, I know there's things that are scripted, but if that was real, that's real shitty.
I know. Yeah, I know. You wouldn't believe how many texts and phone calls and like people calling me and saying, you know, that was dirty of them to do you like that. And I'm like, that it is what it is. Yes, you know. And but yeah, that was last year. It's been about a year ago when we filmed that up in Maggie Valley. It was really fun. I like Mike and Jerry. They're good people to work with. And Pete, he's a super good guy. Yeah. And all that film crew is, all of them.
I like to always, because I've done a reality show and things, so like I know sometimes it ain't what it is, and you know things are put in place, in motion. So I seen that and I said, man, and it just clicked to me because we know a few other people that have been on air and been blurred out. And same thing with them. They just was having fun, but they say it was so much fun and all that. But I've not actually met Mike, but I have met Jerry, and he's been nothing but super sweet. So
Mike's a super guy too. He plays the bad guy on there.
Well, they need a heel for everything, you know.
The really good episode that we filmed didn't even get put on TV. See, I got to confront them later about what they did. I got to block the road on them, and we was like arguing back and forth, and it almost come to blows and everything.
Right.
And they sped off.
That would have been interesting to see.
But it didn't get put on the air. And
see, that's where they need
that would have been cool.
Yeah, that's what they need.
there was a lot of other, like some other stuff that we'd talked about doing after that would have probably got a lot of views on there.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's them doing it. I don't have any control over it. I just enjoy doing what they let me do, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
It's fun working with them.
I heard it's a lot of fun.
It is.
That's everybody who's told us that has been blurred out. They're like, hey, it's a lot of fun.
It is fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And Brad said the show is how he met you.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
He said he's a great friend.
Yeah, Brad's a good guy.
He is. We love Brad.
Yeah, he is.
I'm excited for him.
Yeah, I met him at Hartford, and also Brandon. I met him at Hartford too. We filmed with Mark and Digger on the episode where he was selling the cheap liquor. Brandon was.
Tater's in the building. Hey, Tater. Hey, Dee Dee.
Hey, Benny. I know him as Benny. I went to school with him.
Yeah.
He's a good guy, too. I like Benny a lot.
Renee White said, hey, y'all. Hey, girl.
Hey.
Dee Dee. I got to call Dee Dee this week. I've been slacking. I've been slacking on the phone.
Old Chad Grant says tater tots.
Tater tots. No.
Yeah. Tater's a good dude, man. He's definitely
a lot of good people in this community.
I tell you, yeah, he's great people. And man, one hell of a cook.
I know a really good cook.
I know. I've heard a lot about Tater's barbecuing and stuff.
Oh, I mean, he can barbecue some good food, man. It's good, and makes very good
wild game.
Oh, I mean, he can cook pretty much anything.
Good food, buddy. Oh, how you get sick on a podcast? Don't judge me. Sinus season is killing me now. Ugh.
Mark and Digger's liquor burns going down.
That's my dude. I want to grow up and be just like Chad. Hold on. These things, I'm like, I click on one and it goes away. I'm in South Carolina. Where is the closest location I can get Podcast Punch? You can order it in North Carolina.
Yeah, unfortunately, you got to order it in North Carolina, get it shipped up there.
David Masters said you're a good guy, Junior. I agree.
I appreciate that.
Our friend on here, JW, said he likes to dance naked when he's drunk. I mean,
hey, who doesn't?
Who don't?
I mean, you know.
Yeah. Sometimes you don't even remember it.
Yeah, there you go. It happens. Yeah. I mean, you know, but then there's sometimes, you know, you dance on camera and it ends up on Facebook and everywhere else because there's people, you know, that just nonstop record everything that happens.
That's true.
So I like to wear my Ray-Bans with the, you know, the camera and stuff.
Yeah, so she can post videos of her doing things embarrassing to himself.
I didn't know because I was drunk. I was drunk when I posted it. I didn't even realize it. So I'm gonna tell you this. When you wrote me and was like, "Can you take that down?" I was like, "Oh shit! I posted that. Like I don't even remember doing it." So then I started thinking about it, and I was like, "Wait a minute. Like, what else is in my phone then?" So I went and looked, and I
posted.
I was like, "Damn! I'm glad I didn't post everything because Jeremy was wild." But I will say, I do have some pictures and video of you that I have not shared.
Well, yeah, you keep those. You can.
You can say you're sorry now or later, whenever. It's okay. Like I mean, you play with me. I got the footage.
I see how it is.
And I'll blow it up. I'll make it like a whole backdrop.
Put it on a big old billboard somewhere.
Yes. You know, billboards are not that expensive. Listen, Petty. They're not.
You can make some money off of them.
Huh?
You can make some money off billboards, too.
Well, no, the thing is, if Jeremy would, you know, let me be his manager, he could probably be making some money. Let me pimp him out. Oh my gosh. Kenny said the neighbors don't like it.
Don't like it.
Chad, Liberty Soul Shine. What does that say? So once I click it and it comes up on the thing, I can't see it because I'm blind.
Let me see. I can't read it either.
I can't either. I put my glasses on to read that.
Right. And then it disappears. And
more boring.
DW says something about a one-eyed turtle.
Anaconda with a turtleneck sweater. I laugh at myself. Okay. Near Greenville.
So Junior, what you know, obviously you know, you're a musician.
Yeah.
Now when, you know, because we've actually been surprised with some of the musicians we've had come on here and find out they actually didn't start being musicians until they were adults. But
Yeah.
so my question is, when did you start becoming a musician?
I started about 1997.
Okay.
That's when I started playing guitar.
Good year.
My son wanted to play guitar, so we went and bought him one.
Yeah.
And I had one. I think it'd been I had one for about 6 months. And Chris thought that he could learn it overnight.
Right.
And he got disgusted with it and he quit. And I kept going. Then he would play on and off, and he would practice for a while. Then he'd get disgusted and quit, and everything. But I just stayed because I knew you had to practice.
Oh, yeah.
I grew up. My dad was a fiddle player.
Yeah.
And he played in Maggie Valley for years. Like when I was a kid, when we would get home from school on Friday evenings, they would be ready. My mom and dad would be ready to go. And when we got home from school, we just load up, head to Maggie Valley, and he played those shows with Raymond Fairchild and like a lot of those people up there, When we had family, we stayed with them. He had 2 brothers that lived in Waynesville and a sister, so we just stayed with them. We'd go back home on Sunday. And back then, probably around 1982, 83, around in that area, he would make around $600 a weekend, and that was a lot of money then.
Yeah, it was.
And especially for doing stuff that he loved to do.
Right.
Yeah. He was a very well-known fiddle player in North Carolina, and but he, I don't know. I know you've seen the last run of Liquor by Popcorn Sutton.
Yeah.
There's a one part of that show where he talks about his mom getting liquor from people that would come up there, and he'd say, he said, them guys would come up to the house on the weekends and play music all night long, banjo, guitar, fiddle, just play music all night long. Well, my dad was one of them people he was talking about.
Okay.
My dad,
Awesome.
Wayne Dorsey, he was a banjo player, and Harold Dorsey, his brother, played, and Cal Messer, and I think Willie Ferguson might have been in with them. There was like a whole crew of them that would go up there and play music on the weekends, and that's he was like very, very well known. And I think if I'm not mistaken, Popcorn's mom played a banjo too.
Okay.
But they just drink, play music, drink some more, pass out, sober up, play some more, drink, just all that, just had a big time. But
I will say, I play banjo better the more I drink. I'm horrible at it, but I play better the more I drink.
Yeah, or you either play better or you sound better.
Yeah,
I do everything better drunk.
Yeah, exactly. Well, what I've found is, with the banjo, because a lot of your right hand is just all different rolls, and pretty much every song comes off those rolls. Yeah. And so I found that the more I drink, the less I think. So it just comes naturally, and all of a sudden it actually sounds better.
Yeah, it does. It does. You mix all that stuff up, and I never did think I could move my fingers that, just forward, back, yep, round circles, and and all that. But it does sound good.
Yeah.
You guys, these comments, I just can't. Like,
I've been ignoring old Chad Grant.
I can't see him. I can't see him from here, so I don't know.
Well, like I said, they come from different places, but this one was a text. He said, Jeremy's a great glass blower.
Yeah, Chad was sitting there also saying, don't forget, Jerry, you played skin flute in high school. Yeah, I get you, brother.
Hey, Eli, he said liquor clears up sinuses.
Yeah. Hey, Eli. Hey, congratulations, Eli. You coming a grandfather.
I thought I did my screen refresh. Like, congrats.
Yep. Yeah, congratulations.
That. And then Renee said she got to run her first run on her new still. That's awesome.
Yeah, she did. Yeah. And that mash looked really good, man.
And Roy said, this is the allergy season. I know. And it's welcome to Ohio.
Yeah.
Roy said memories. Yeah, I got some memories. They're pretty. That's why I'm always snapping. You know, you can't leave a phone or a camera around me. I'm like,
Those meta glasses they'll get you in trouble.
I don't even have to hit a button. I just say, "Hey Meta, take a picture and or take a video," and then there it is. And Chad said he's on one tonight.
Yeah. Are you in Georgia, Jeremy?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're in Ohio, Shonda.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Sometimes.
Yeah. You never know. We've got. I had a friend of mine. His name was Ward Williams, and we started writing a song together, and it was called "Moonshine and Music."
Okay.
And Ward, he passed away a little over 2 years ago. He had bone cancer. And if I'm not mistaken, he's 26, maybe 27 years old.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, he was a young guy. And actually, his dad comes to my house and plays music with me. His dad plays too.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's but
oh, well, I'm sad to hear that, but let's do a shot for your friend.
Yeah. We never got to finish that song, and I'm working on it, and I'm going to finish that song, you know, and I'm going to have some more shirts made with that on it and his picture on there too.
Well, that'd be cool. And when you do, make sure you share us the link so we can put it out there.
I will.
We'll promote it out there.
I will. I'll do it. Yes. Yeah, Ward was a good musician too. He was a very good singer.
That's awesome. Roy said, "Did I see Georgia dressed in drag mud wrestling? Not yet, but when I'm his agent, it's going down. I'm gonna get my percentage. I'm gonna get it."
Hey, you know, there's a lot of things I'll do for money.
Toby, it's gotta be a lot. LOL, Shonda.
And like this one guy said, he said, I'm not gay, but $20 is $20.
Nah,
I seen last time I was in Gatlinburg, we seen a guy wearing a shirt saying that. Like,
I think that's what I saw. It was on a shirt some guy was wearing. You know,
$20. Yeah. I might not be willing to go all that far, but as far as all them women out there, hey, money's money.
Yeah.
You're so stupid. And then Dee said it's supposed to be a sacrificial run. You're not supposed to drink it, but I don't play by the rules. Yeah, if I'm running, I'm drinking it. Like, I gotta run. I gotta start. Right. And then we got Buzz in the house. What's up, Sid?
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, I'm like, I hope I didn't miss anybody else's comments, but I'm telling you what.
I'm telling you, sometimes. Well, and Chad Grant said that's gay. Hey, yeah, I got you.
No thong. Said no thong.
Yeah, Earl Wilkinson. Hey, how's it going, Earl?
Hey, Earl. Still hanging out with shitty people. Love you, though.
Damn, Shonda's like got no filter right now.
I never have a filter. Hello. I'm sorry. I'm just done with it. I know people talk. They sit and talk about me, and I do nothing but be honest.
I'm kind of the same way. Yeah. Those guys over there, man, they just, they're tiring.
Earl, I'm sorry. He said he's hurt. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about your mama passing.
Yeah, very much.
Okay, who is this? Their mom passed away? Who?
Earl did.
Earl Wilkinson.
Yeah, he just lost his
very,
mama.
very sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah.
That
Definitely give you my prayers, buddy. That's tough.
Yeah, that's horrible, man. So Junior, when it comes to as far as your music goes, you've been doing a few gigs here and there and stuff like that. Is there anything that you're like wanting to promote, like anything that are you trying to take your music big, or are you just wanting to kind of get in your local areas and those kind of things? What exactly are your plans?
Just local stuff around here. I just enjoy doing it. I don't I don't see myself like ever having like anything on the radio or anything like that. I just like getting together with my buddies, playing, and then playing some of these bars around here and stuff. I got a lot of friends that like listening to me and everything. And to tell you the truth, I mean, I don't. It's like hearing yourself talk on the phone.
Right.
You sound weird. But like when I'm singing and stuff, I'm like, why do these people want to hear me? I don't think I can sing that good. But like when I put something on Facebook or something, I get like all these comments, and then I have people sending me like private messages and stuff. Hey, can you do this song? Can you play this one next time or such and such? And like, I'll try. I'll do the best I can.
I'm the same way though. Like I don't go back and watch the podcast because I don't have to see or hear myself. And
well, I don't like going back and seeing the podcast like near the end of it.
Oh, when you're blacked out. There's a little turns on.
Then I get to remind myself of all the stupid things I did.
Yeah, that's why I don't go back. So I'm like, you never know.
Yeah, well, it's fun. I mean, doing it's fun. So
it is.
Yeah.
Any boob pics? Chad asking Junior for boob pics. I can't with y'all. Oh, Jason Bartolozzi.
Oh, Bartolozzi.
He said, "What's up, witchins? What's
up, man? I'm telling you, the guy that's making Mohawks great again."
Yeah. I don't get in that Mohawk business, man.
Hey,
I'm afraid.
Man, I'll tell you, he rocks it good, man.
He does.
Not everybody can pull. My oldest, it's funny, a lot of folks don't know this. My oldest son has a Mohawk, but it like goes like miles high.
Ooh.
I mean, like his hair is long. He goes all the way down his back, but it's actually a Mohawk. And so every time I see Jason Bartolozzi's, I'm like, yeah, I remember when my sons looked like that.
Yeah.
But now it's like this massive thing that he's got.
I'm always like, who does that for you?
Yeah, that is a nice Mohawk he's got. That guy that was
he's a good dude.
Filming with Josh Owens on that what was the name of that? The the young guy that was helping Josh, and he was going to Vegas and stuff, and he had that Mohawk.
Yeah, man. Oh man, I can't. That show where basically they kind of make fun of people. Oh man, I can't remember what it's called, but I know what you're saying, man. Yeah.
So. He said I didn't want boob pictures. He said I was asking. I can't. He said I was asking if there's any if people are sending them boobs. Earl's bottling up some 100 proof.
Oh,
and then Jason Winter says, "What's up, guys?" Morgan Stewart said, "Good evening, everyone."
Hey, Morgan.
Dan Gray, he said, "Huge podcast punch is some good stuff."
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I appreciate ya. Everybody who's ordered, thank you. We appreciate ya.
Yeah,
and
thank you.
salted caramel popcorn is coming next, so be ready.
I'm gonna try some of that.
Yeah, you're gonna like it. I got the idea. He was down in Tennessee with Justin Meredith, and he was going to drop zone it, but I had never heard of Tennessee Legends. kind of ended up there on just some random stuff, and I fell in love.
That weekend was a bit of a blur.
So I kept talking about it, and we went back down there, and we ended up staying in the hotel right next to, like, walking. We didn't have to drive. We just walked out the parking lot and went to Tennessee Legends.
Now, where is Tennessee Legends? Is that in Pigeon Forge or somewhere?
Sevierville.
Yeah, Sevierville.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they got 2 locations, but the one's bigger, and they're a lot of fun. They're a great company. I actually, when we were there, we got to meet the owner, and they gave us all kinds of stuff. Like, it was super cool. But they had a kettle corn, and they only had 1 jar left. And I said, I didn't know y'all even had this. Like, can I try it? And he was like, yeah, you can have it. So he opened it up, let us try it, and then bottled it back and said, here you go. But I was like, wow, I never even thought of kettle corn. And then I was like, you know what? I started thinking about it. I was like, okay, what about salted caramel with the corn? Like, and yeah, so that's how that came about, because I like salted caramel.
Salted caramel is good.
Like to make the popcorn pop.
Yes.
Yeah.
He said, what Chad say, Junior? I'm sorry, bro. I've been drinking. I'm going to shut down now. So, Chad, you're entertaining.
Chad, you're the governor of moonshine. I mean, you know, we give you some latitude, brother.
Yeah.
You know,
you're the governor.
You know.
Yeah. He just
so
the
yeah,
shit he says is pretty damn funny sometimes, though. I'm like,
Yeah. So Junior, obviously, you know, it's we're glad that, you know, your court appearance went well.
I'm glad.
$180 is a whole lot better than a lot of other people end up with.
Did somebody else get popped too?
5 people got popped that night.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Because they only acting like it's you.
Okay.
There was because there was somebody else. They actually went to their room.
I heard that, but then I never heard no more than 2 people.
Okay.
So you know how gossip spreads in the community.
That's right. That's right, Tater. That's right, Tater. Chad is the man, the governor. You can't doubt Chad. But there was. I heard. Yeah, there was somebody that got popped in their room, and that was the whole reason why Saturday, when we were talking to, I'm not going to say his name because he'd probably be upset, but when we were talking to an older gentleman that's been around the community for a long time, that's why he said he was packing up and leaving Saturday.
Yep.
Because he said he just didn't want to deal with it.
I know who you're talking about because I talked to him also. And there was another man up there, and I'd never met him before, but he lives up in Maggie Valley, way back up in the mountains somewhere.
Yep.
And he got caught, but he had like 2 guns.
Yeah.
And you know who I'm talking about? I don't know.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about because I heard about that too. And that's the thing is the whole thing was it all, like we were saying, it all was because of politics. You know, they're trying to get whoever is, if this political person's associated with this event, if we can get something big and say, oh, look what they're associated with, then it can be a big issue. Yes. You know, it's just like we kind of laughed because I think on Saturday night when we came back in there, there was a new sign. There was a new sign up in there about what you're not allowed to do on the back patio anymore.
Uh-huh.
And it was and we knew it was because of what we were all doing out on that back patio the night before.
Yeah. It's called Blue Duck.
And it's like, I mean, the second we saw that, we saw that sign and we were like, damn, that's like personal right there, man. That's like
well,
it was so personal. Like, listen, but I was just like, whatever, I'm still gonna go do it. Like, good luck.
We were like, well, we're gonna move further down ways.
Yeah. No matter how far you go, you can still smell it though.
Yeah. Well, the other thing that was crazy was the amount of ALE officers that would just randomly just walk through there.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that was crazy.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about. Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris. Hey,
so I wish we would have known earlier. We would have been there this weekend. Like,
yeah, we were talking about that, Chris. We wish we'd have known like about a month ago that you were bringing this jar out, brother, because we'd have been there, man. I mean, really, but we will be there soon.
Right, Eddie said, what happens on the back patio stays on the back patio.
Apparently not that weekend.
No, I mean, like you say,
I was on my way back the next day to Maggie Valley. I was coming up the interstate, and I got a phone call from a friend of mine. And he said, are you coming back to the jam? I said, yeah, I'm headed there now. He said, you better stop. And if you have anything with you, you better take it back home because there was a lot of people got caught last night. So he didn't know that I got caught. And I told him, I said, yeah. I said, I was one of them that got caught last night. So I don't have anything with me today. So he was calling to give me a heads up on that. I appreciate that too.
Yeah. I think that same friend called me.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I take that back. Maybe that same friend called me after you got popped. But yeah, it was crazy because, I mean, like you could stand in the parking lot and literally, because I stood out there talking to Donnie for a while.
Yeah.
And I mean, I started clocking it on my watch. Every 10 minutes, that car would come rolling right through the parking lot. And I was like, boy, that guy, and he would come through there. And I mean, he was checking everything out. And I'm like, boy, I bet he's recording everything that's happening in this parking lot right now.
Yeah. Did he have meta glasses? He needs meta glasses.
Yeah.
There's a guy, the security guard that was working there, I think is where the tip about came from, because Marvin went out to the Tahoe, and when he raised the hatch up, you could see that case.
Yeah.
And he pulled that shower curtain and laid it back over it, but I think that guy had already seen it, and I think he was the one that told the cop. I'm not sure. I don't know. I can't say that to be a fact, but
I
don't. That in my car, because that guy did not sit over at Dollar General and see that in the back of my car.
No, not from that far away. Obviously,
I heard.
No, that's right. And it's dark.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of things. You were up under the shelter. Like, that's the only thing I really vividly, because I was a little turned, I was a little tipsy. But when he brought me to do that shot, and then you were already packing up, I said, all right, well, I'm right here. I'm going to help you, and I start taking stuff out there. I definitely wasn't paying attention to the surroundings, but Jeremy had been paying attention all damn night. And he kept telling me, like, I see this, I see that. And I'm like, all right. But me, I don't sit still. He's got to come hunt me down. They like to say I'm a social butterfly. No, I'm more like a zooming bird. Like, I'm all through my place talking.
I was that whole weekend. I was like taking inventory, man. I was sitting there like, yep. I'm sitting here starting to like time them.
Like, do we even know this guy right here?
I'm sitting here like I'm like, damn, boy, they're pretty regular on this shit, man. I'm like, they're like rolling through here every freaking 10 minutes.
Jeremy was damn near at the door asking for IDs. Okay,
let's just. Man, I'll tell you, it's unfortunately, misspent youth, man. I get paranoid, and but I be sitting there going, this is starting to look a little
because you're a criminal, huh?
Yeah,
you as a guinea pig, Jeremy.
Yeah, now it's funny. Actually, the person that ran that background check on me, they saw that post I made, and they asked me. They sent me a message saying, "Was I offended by them running that background check.
Not at all.
I made that post. I said, no, actually, that's why I made that post. I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
I have a girlfriend, and listen, she don't play about me. And she works for homicide for Cincinnati. If I'm in a relationship, she gonna look you up. Like, and she gonna tell you she did it. Like, so I appreciate that. I'm like, look, you gotta look out for the people that look out for you. And
what I thought was I said actually what I thought was so funny about it is I hadn't thought about that in a while. And so when I'm sitting here thinking,
I outgrew that shit. I outgrew it.
And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, I'm like, wow, I actually had that many convictions and that many pages of charges. It took you that long to read all that crap. I was like, holy crap. I was like, and then what I was really amazed by is the fact that all this happened before the internet and it's still there.
Well, I think that
I'm like, damn, you ain't outrunning none of that. I'm like,
criminal is a strong word. We prefer outlaw.
Yeah, that's right. Well, yeah, exactly. Because I will say, I never hurt anyone. Every issue I had to do with the fact that I had a problem mostly with either trying to make money that the law didn't agree with or cars. It was like, I mean, I had a lot of serious issues with vehicles.
Oh, like a stop, huh?
I mean, between racing, all that stuff. Sometimes maybe I took a car that didn't belong to me. Things like that. But I never really hurt anybody. Yeah. And so it's.
Tell me there was alcohol involved.
Actually, there probably generally was alcohol involved. I mean, I had a couple of DUIs that were a little funny. But what I really found was funny.
Yeah, we'll find out all kinds of stuff about you tonight, Jeremy. Go ahead.
No. When I thought about what they brought up was I sat there and I thought, what's funny is there's actually several of those stories that are actually quite hilarious now because they were complete misunderstandings. It was and sometimes the traffic violations were they were so outrageous that they were almost unbelievable. Yeah. It's like people would literally say, you actually were doing that shit with your car? Oh yeah. Right in the middle of freaking traffic. It was
so we have a lot of problems here with like street takeovers, and the city has cracked down on it so bad because they're like, I don't know what I mean it's just a bunch of people in cars revving it up. It's not really, they're not really doing anything, couple donuts and they're done, So, but they've been like, it's been bad. Like they're literally going to jail for doing time for this shit.
Well, now I will say down here in Atlanta, the reason they're having so much trouble is because they actually are getting dangerous. Like they're literally like starting to do like freaking street races in the middle of streets that are super busy, trying to take them over. They're trying to like block off places. And then when they do block off places, but it's not a race, it turns into a party where they start vandalizing everything and all this kind of stuff. Whereas when I was younger, the law sometimes felt we shouldn't be doing this, but when we did street races, it was usually off in a business park after hours. All your cars were parked along the side of the middle of the road that went through the middle of the business park. Everybody parked on the sides. Everybody knew you stay out of the middle of the business park because the middle of the business park is where we're racing.
Yeah.
And it was set up. Everything was organized.
These young kids can't do that.
Straight up. we tried to, even though, yeah, we may have been breaking the law,
but you were safe.
We were trying to be safe about it.
Yeah.
Now, yeah, there were times we had bad accidents out there. I mean, guys on motorcycles lose it, some bad stuff. But at the same time, though, it was them hurting themselves because everything else was controlled.
Yes.
And but yeah, unfortunately, sometimes some of those charges you'll see have to do with some of that stuff, because law enforcement felt no matter how safe we were being, that's still against the law.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a past, but you live and you learn. That's why I felt bad, Junior, when I found out that they said the guy you was just talking to. And I was like, he had good liquor. I wonder if they're going to get let me I said, probably not, but
when I go back in July to the Hillbilly Jam, if I have anything in the car with me, it will be water.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know that's right. Speaking of events, Dee Dee said, should we be worried about popcorn?
No.
No.
I honestly believe that everything that happened at Winter Jam was strictly around politics.
Yeah. Well, I heard. Now, this is what I heard.
Political running's over.
Yeah. Well, I heard it was a tip from Tennessee, and I heard a couple different names mentioned, but I don't know anything about that because, I don't know.
Yeah, right. Now I don't know if this is true or not, but I heard that Becky and Terry, their car got searched every night when they left.
Wow.
Now, see, that would tell me that it's more directed towards Terry.
Political, yes.
Politically.
Well, that's what it looks like, just because.
And especially when you've got, whenever have you been at the Valley Tavern that law enforcement has come walking through there like every 20, 30 minutes?
Yeah.
It's never happened. And it seems to me to be very coincidental that this was happening during the election.
Yeah.
So I think that by the time folks go to, well, and especially if you go to Popcorn, because Popcorn's actually at a whole different venue. I think things over there will be a lot more calm.
I think Popcorn is pretty laid back.
Yeah.
It's also Tennessee.
Oh boy.
I just think it's a little different.
See.
North Carolina.
Daddy, what's Ride Daddy talking shit about?
It playing pool. You already know.
Oh, okay. Well, as soon as you learn how to play, brother, we'll go at it.
Chad said so. He said so. We're just out here stealing shit.
Chad, that's what we gotta do sometimes, brother.
Raul said, "I'm innocent. I swear." Raul said, "So your sexy dancing was political that weekend?"
Well, that was a whole different.
Let me know.
That
was it political? I will say that was a fun weekend.
That was 30 years ago.
It was a fun weekend. We found a speakeasy. We got to hang out with everybody we haven't seen in months, and we were just. Me and Jeremy were wide open.
I was a menace. I locked the owner of the speakeasy out of their own bar.
Was that Ken?
No.
How did you? Oh my God! I forgot you did that.
Yeah, she was not happy with me.
How'd she get in?
Because I unlocked the door because she was banging on it. She was upset.
You just decided to lock the door and put her. Was we all outside?
No, I couldn't help it. I saw her. She kept walking outside and back inside, walking outside. I'm standing there, and finally she walked outside, and I was like, fuck it. I just locked it. I was like, and then walked away. That was the problem, was because I
So
walked
this is
away.
why you got the charges from like a long time ago. This is how you really act. Got it.
I mean, sometimes I misbehave, and I'm just playing around and joking, but people don't take it that way.
Junior, do you know that
Some
speakeasy?
people don't have a good. They don't have a good sense of humor. Sometimes.
Exactly. I mean, I'm just screwing around with you.
Yeah.
You was definitely
I'm
doing that.
I'm
All week.
saying.
We were wide open that weekend.
Yeah.
Junior, I met you. I'm lucky I still remember that.
Yeah, you was lit up a little bit.
Yeah, I like
Apple Rise says, "Leave it to the Georgia cat to fuck it up."
Georgia
Exactly.
Spud cat.
Yeah, exactly. Leave it to me to take it just a little too far.
I think like my favorite, like, beside hanging out, because like we got to hang out with everybody. It was so cool. We had so much fun, and we just genuinely love everybody. So it was great. And like even meeting you, Junior, I was like, yeah, and morning. I love cool people, so I was like, hey. But one of the coolest things the funniest things was when I realized that we put Michael Bowen and Pete in the damn trunk.
In the trunk.
It was my idea. I was like, pull over, pop the trunk, get in.
I forgot about that. Yeah, they were in the trunk, and so that we could drive.
Yeah, the Michael Bowen, was he the guy that has
the camera guy.
Yeah, Michael takes wonderful pictures.
Yeah, and Pete's the guy that drives the 18 van.
Yeah. How do you say Pete's last name?
Pete Cochise.
Cochise. Okay. I didn't want to, people butcher my name over here, y'all.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, they were in the trunk.
Yeah, I was like, just get in. Like, I popped it, opened it. I was like, get in.
See, if I was Junior right now, I'd be going, okay, so these motherfuckers driving around with people in the trunk, and I'm the one that gets pulled over.
Yeah.
I mean, damn.
That's my whole like point. I was like, damn, me and Jeremy were wide open. Like, actually, all of us were. Our whole group, right? So, like, the whole weekend, I'm like, how did everybody else get in trouble? But we're just like, boom, boom. Like,
what if you all got pulled over and they popped the trunk and those two guys have been in there? Who's this?
Yeah.
I'd be like my friends. I'd be like my friends. They need a ride. I needed them to come drink with us.
They needed a ride, and we didn't have any more seats.
Hold on. I actually think we were gonna go back to our hotel, and we seen them, and they was like, "We're going to a speakeasy." Is that what happened?
I don't know. I don't. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to ask Michael tomorrow. I'm gonna have to ask him, like. Because I think he's the one that told us about it.
I've selected to black that whole night out. It never happened.
It happened.
I
got the pics, videos.
Yes, that first night was a bad night for me. I was like, man, I hope this don't keep happening every night.
No, that's all.
Exactly.
I've already got my spot for the summer, the Hillbilly Jam.
Hillbilly Jam?
Yeah.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I
are you? What other festivals are you doing?
So you're setting up a tent up there?
I'm sorry.
You're going to set up a tent at Hillbilly Jam Summer?
Yes.
Okay.
And I think I'm going to do the popcorn festival too, because with that lady, and I'm going to have to go back and look. I think I paid for it and everything. I'm pretty sure I have a problem remembering stuff, but especially here lately, I've talked to so many people and everything. But I think I'm doing the popcorn festival too.
Okay. Are we doing popcorn, Shonda? Okay.
Yes.
I'll be right back. I can get me a drink.
Oh, yeah, I think he was afraid we was going to yell at him if he got a drink.
No. Hey, I do it all the time.
I need a drink. Listen, We were.
Right now you're saying it's just
we're gonna do a lot of them festivals. There's like one every month. So
yep.
Get your transmission in order, Jeremy.
Oh no, I'm good, man. It's just the mountains on the Cherokee side of Maggie Valley. I figured out that if I go the 15 minutes extra the other way,
you go 40?
I'm good. I'm good to go, man. If I go around on the actually the east side and come in, I'm good to go.
The mountains are rough.
It's riding through the Cherokee. Well, I figured out that I actually found out that it's because I keep letting my truck ride in fifth gear up through those mountains, and because it's riding at such a low RPM, it's not circulating the fluid through the cooler, and so that's why it's overheating. Well, the way to fix that is to keep it in fourth gear, but I'm like, well, yeah, it only takes 15 minutes to go the other way, so I'll just go the other way.
Go the other way, yeah. Yeah, sometimes it's best to just take the little longer route.
Yep.
Now I'm thinking about when I go to the summer jam. I was thinking about, I don't know if they'll let me do it or not, but I'm going to put my guitar and my speaker in the car, and like just underneath my tent. I'm just going to be messing around a little bit, like not up on the stage where the big big going on. You know, I'm not going to do that, but just sitting around at my tent, playing some songs and stuff. Man, I wanted to do some stuff up there at the Winter Jam. I wanted to sing with them guys and stuff and play some with them. And I had my guitar in the car the second night, but I'm like, you know, I'm not going to go in there, you know, and try to take anything away from them, like their time and stuff. So I said,
I was glad I got to see Misty perform finally. So like, she's awesome. I love listening.
Now who's Misty?
Misty Pooler, the blonde girl.
Who?
Misty Pooler.
I don't know if I know her or not. Is she?
Look her up. She's on Facebook. It's what's the name of her group?
Yeah, second chance.
Yeah, I knew it.
The one that does do the karaoke.
She and another girl do karaoke on Tuesday nights in Maggie Valley.
I was thinking about going up there to that to the karaoke thing.
Oh yeah, they're really doing a great job of really pumping up. I mean, you think about it, in any town, Tuesday night's not a big night, but they are actually making Tuesday nights a pretty good time in Maggie Valley. So yeah, it's they do the Songbirds karaoke, and then Misty she does Second Chance Music. Her band's been around for a while. And tonight I think they're at Harris Casino. And then I think Saturday night, then they're at Native Brews Saturday night in Cherokee.
So they move around quite a bit, different places, don't they?
Yeah. They they do. They do a lot of different stuff. Like I'm trying to remember. I think actually tonight she's doing a duet with, I think, her guitar player at somewhere tonight. But yeah, they play all over the place.
Yeah. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think I heard her singing that night up there too, but I just didn't know who it was when you first said her name. But now that I get to thinking back on it, I heard her singing.
Yep.
Yeah. There was one guy, he was singing the first night. I think it was Thursday. The first night up there Thursday. He and I got his name and number, but I forgot. He's what was his name? He was like a bigger guy, and he was singing the first night of the jam up there. He was really doing good. I couldn't stay in there at my shirts and stuff because I wanted to go back there and listen to him. Well, he was doing a real good job, you know.
I really don't remember who was there Thursday. Like I know it's all blur. Like
I forgot his name, but I forgot.
Those festival weekends. That's why I like take so many pictures. Gotta go back and I look. I'm like, oh, that's who. I always tell everybody else. Everybody knows, you know, like I'm only one person. I try to keep up with who everyone is, and sometimes I'm just like, okay, who is that again?
Now, do you remember that guy that was there in the lobby, and he was selling all that Carhartt stuff? The shirt. Yeah. He got caught too. He got pulled over too.
Really?
I don't remember his name.
I don't know his name, but I know the face.
Yeah.
But dang. So
and I was thinking maybe Stan got pulled over. If you remember Stan, he was there in the lobby too. The guy with the beard, him and his wife were there selling stuff.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah.
I think he might have got pulled over also.
Oh no. So they was just like everybody who had a little booth in here. Mm-hmm. We're gonna
we're gonna pull you over. Make sure you're legal. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just crazy to me that North Carolina actually gives a shit that much when other states like Ohio don't give a shit. Like,
they say North Carolina is tough.
It's horrible.
North Carolina's hardcore. They're real hardcore.
They put Chad through the ringer. They put
Daniel
Bennett through it. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. But you know, the funny thing is it looks like everybody that we've talked to, it comes down to money.
Mm-hmm.
They want the fines. Once they've gotten the fines, then they seem to be happy.
Yeah. Well, they got right at 200 from me. I know that's not a lot for them, but I would have just rather kept that myself.
When did you say you went to court?
April 1st.
Okay.
They hit you on April Fool's Day.
April Fool's, yeah.
Oh, we should have had you on that night. That would have been funny. But I'm wondering because, you know, they got this new home distilling thing that they're federally trying to it's like pending, I guess, or something from the last thing I read. And I don't know, it sounds kind of fishy.
Unfortunately, it won't do anything for anybody because the thing is, one, the federal government can still appeal it again, which means it's got to go to the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
But the other thing is, even if it went all the way to the Supreme Court and they said that, yeah, it's unconstitutional, your state can still make it illegal. And for example, if you think about the Farm Bill in 2018 that allowed people to start selling THCA and selling that stuff.
Not anymore.
Not in Georgia.
Not in Ohio.
In Georgia, they basically said, hey, yeah, you can have less than, 0.3% of Delta 9 under the Farm Bill. Georgia said, yeah, less than 0.3% of everything. All of it together cannot be more than 0.3%.
Yeah.
So they took it way further than the federal government. So now in the states where it's already considered legal to distill, if the federal government makes it legal, hey, that's great. Then you're good to go. But the problem is a lot of the states that still will say, yeah, no, we're not going for that. And the other thing is they also start talking about how even if you distill it in your home, there could possibly be certain aspects where they decide they want to start taxing certain things like that. Now how they're going to prove that, I have no idea. But basically all this has done is, yeah, it's one step closer to it being legal. But at the same time, a lot of folks I know that are illegal, that are real deal illegal, and they make a lot of money illegally, they're not real thrilled about the possibility of it becoming legal.
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden, they're not making as much money anymore.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's got a ways to go.
Yeah.
It definitely has a ways to go.
We
And
definitely got some restructuring to do when it comes
Yeah.
to things in this country.
Well, and the other thing you think about too is just like even with the THCA, if you think about it, how much money do a lot of these shops charge for what's not quite really weed? Versus you can actually get the real deal cheaper. And so if they go to this home distilling thing, that's what's going to happen is where you've got the guy down the street that says, well, yeah, even though, yeah, so-and-so up there, yeah, they got this shop and they're still selling alcohol up there. I can still do it cheaper here at my house, you know?
Yeah.
So how do they regulate all that?
You know, it's a crock of shit. The government's a crock of shit.
Well, they want their hand in your pocket no matter what. I mean, it's just like
how we pay taxes on almost every ingredient.
Oh yeah. I mean, we pay and we pay taxes on everything.
Everything.
I mean, you buy your car, you're still going to pay taxes on it.
You know what pisses me off is property taxes. Property taxes piss me off.
Yeah, you've already paid for your property once.
Right.
And now I got to pay taxes when you bought it. Why are you paying taxes every year on something you already own? And at the same time, depending on where you live, they tell you what you can do with that property.
I think if you own your property, you can do whatever you want to with it.
I'm like that.
Right. That's like the, you know, well, we'll sell you this land, but when we sell it to you, you're not allowed to have a junk car sitting on this property.
Yep.
Let me tell you something. If I buy this property and if I want a junk car sitting on it, there'll be one there because I paid for it.
And that's how it is here. Like, I paid cash for this house. And then, you know, I pay my taxes every year and it goes up because I'm paying taxes for schools that I don't got kids in. You know, I'm paying taxes, all this dumb shit. Then I park a car out in my front yard and it's not, I mean, the grass is already tore up. I done ran my truck through this damn yard for the last 10 years. Okay. So it's pretty much a parking spot. And they came and ticketed it twice.
I remember that.
Yeah.
They came and did what? They give you a ticket?
Twice. Yep. They did it twice in one day.
You drove through your yard?
Because you parked
in my front yard just for parking in it. I'm like,
well,
but they only do it when it's a certain car. When it's my truck, they don't do it. So I really think it was the cop. I think she was hoping I was here or something. I don't know. Like, she was kind of weird.
I have a friend of mine that lives not too far actually from where I grew up that he bought a piece of property on the lake at Lake Wiley. And on that piece, it's like, I don't know, like an acre, but it's right on the lake. But he started building his own tiny home on the lake. Well, but while he was building it, he had a trailer on the property. He started getting notices from the county telling him that he was going to have to vacate the property because he was not allowed to live out of this trailer on his property and all this. He went for like 2 years facing all these court hearings, all this stuff. And he finally had a county zoning guy say to him, look, dude, just put some windows in that tiny house of yours and a door and tell them you're living in it. He said, and call it a day. He said, because they're going to keep coming after you as long as it's not a permanent property. They're going to keep coming after you about this.
That's
and
crazy.
So he finally put some windows in and a door on it and just told him he was living in it, and they let it go. But it was like, why could he not do whatever he did with his property? Because he wasn't. The funny thing was, the guy who owned the property next to him was the one that kept reporting it to the county. And that guy had a dock and a building up next to the lake that literally was starting to fall down. Like, you couldn't, it was not safe. You couldn't put anything in there. It was an eyesore. But yet they would allow that, but not my buddy to live in a trailer while he's building his house.
So,
and it's like, that's just crazy.
Have you seen that show Neighbors?
Yeah.
Yeah. I basically got the same situation, but my neighbors are all cool with me, but they got beef with each other, like 2 doors down. And they like go to court and like they battle and they got all this shit. I'm like, you guys are crazy. This is why people live in the country. This is why. Like,
yeah, it is to get away from people doing that shit.
I mean, I live in the country, and there's like they have crazy laws around here too. You know,
really?
Well, I've got a little building down here, and just a little hangout place, like where I've got a couple of wood cook stoves, and I'm building like a pavilion with some picnic tables under it. I like to cook on the weekends and let people stop by and get food and everything, you know. And we was building that, and this one guy, he don't work for the property assessor's office anymore, but when he was working for the property assessor's office, he come by here and wasn't at work. He was in his spare time, and he stopped by here because he plays banjo, you know, and we play music together. And he said, you know, they're going to make you get a permit to build this down here. And I said, I'm almost finished with it. I mean, if you keep your mouth shut, I won't have to have a permit for anything. It'll be up and it'll be done, and I won't have to pay for a permit or anything. I said, now don't run down there and say, hey, he's up here building such and such and everything. You know, we need to go check him out.
Yeah.
So, but it's crazy. It's a money racket.
Yeah.
It's a money.
It's all about money. And I see you over there, Ride Daddy, calling me out.
Is it calling you out? I'm like, it's getting too long for me. Did you scared?
Oh no.
Personal invite, been there, saw me. Yeah, it's a nice pool table. I seen you play. I'm not really good at playing pool, so I ain't got no comment.
So Junior, what are some of the you know, I've seen a couple of the things that you got going on. What are some places you're going to be playing pretty soon?
I'll be at the Long Branch.
Okay.
And I talked to the owner of another place. It's well, it hasn't completely got up and running yet, and but they're wanting me to come there and play some. But that will probably be like in the fall because it's an indoor thing. And I played some down at the there's a place down in Sevierville called the oh man, what was the name of it? It's the El Ranch. Yeah, it was the El Ranch.
Yeah.
I played down there with one of my buddies a couple times, and it was pretty fun because you're out and you're not confined to like a small area. You've got your stage is set up, and they got speakers all through the park where they can hear you all through the park.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I like that probably the best of any of them. And that one is called the Copper Creek Tavern.
Copper. Yeah. Randy's place?
Whose?
Randy?
No, it's down in Newport. That used to be the old Best Western. I'd talked to the owner of it about coming down and playing. I played with one of my buddies down there one time too.
Okay.
I just don't want to get like overwhelmed, to where I'm going
Stressed.
somewhere every weekend and everything, But I do enjoy it. I do enjoy playing. I really do. It's I still got a little bit of that nervous tick, when you get up there and you kind of get nervous,
Yeah.
you voice cracks and all this stuff, I still got a little bit of that in me, but I'll get that out. It's like if somebody's looking at you and you're singing and you try to keep from making eye contact with them and everything, and then when you turn back around, they're looking right at you, and you're like, God Almighty, quit looking at me.
Quit looking. Look at the wall.
Looking at me. But yeah, it's
That's
fun.
awesome.
I really enjoy doing it. I never would have thought, like 3-4 years ago, I never would have thought about singing in front of people or putting a video on Facebook or anything like that, because I've just been like a shy type person.
Right.
But I mean, I was sitting here one night and I was like, I'm going to make a video and put it on Facebook. And it was, you ever heard that song by Sammy Kershaw? It's called Yard Sale.
I don't know.
It was a song I ever put on Facebook. And
Hey,
when
Beth.
I put that on there, I mean, it was
Hey,
like,
Beth.
I was like, after you do it, there's no backing up. You can't, you've already done it. I got so many compliments on that. I couldn't believe it. I thought, wow, I never
That's
would have thought about me getting compliments like that on this song. And then another one of my favorite songs that I like to do is Blues Man. And it's Hank Jr., but I like Alan Jackson's version of it better.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's a really good one. I like doing it. And
Right, Eddie said he'll come sing with you.
Yeah. He said he'll come sing with you, brother.
okay, I don't know if I know. Do I know Rod Daddy? What?
Yeah.
Well, he's the
Yeah,
famously
Wes.
known only
Right.
person kicked off Master Distiller.
Yeah, he's the only person to ever be kicked off Master Distiller.
And
Which
then
is
him and
why
I
we
got
love
kicked
him.
off a podcast.
Yeah. Hey,
And then-
it
And then him and I got rumored milled.
y'all disruptors.
Yeah, we're
Um,
just
You're disruptors.
Hey, Van Fields?
Yeah.
yeah.
Van Fields.
I was
Yeah.
talking to him at the Winter Jam after I got caught that night, and he said we are the only two, officially the only two that's been on the Moonshiner show that's been that has actually got caught and had to. Well, he said go to jail. I didn't go to jail. He did, but we had to go to court and do all that.
Yeah.
Stuff. I thought, well, you keep on doing it, you're gonna get in trouble sooner or later.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we actually got the last year at the Summer Jam. We got to hang out with Van's family a little at the pool and stuff, and they were really great people.
I like his. I think is it his son? The real tall. He's real tall. I forgot. I've got his name. I forget names, but he was super good guy too. But
yeah, I think it was his daughter that we were hanging out with, her kids and her man at the pool, and they were fun. Yeah.
They're all good people. I like Van. Yeah. I met Van through Ewok. You know Ewok? He's a good guy too.
Sometimes I gotta see a face.
He was on the show. He was on the show with Van.
Okay.
He was actually with him when the cops were at his house.
Okay.
Ewok. He's kind of short, and he's got a big beard and stuff. I can't remember.
That describes a lot of this community.
Chris is his name, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've heard it. I just got to think about it. It'll take me a little minute.
Yeah. Face is what I'm good with.
Yeah, me too.
Mm-hmm.
So we're coming up on event season really soon, like next month, Beattiesville, and then Popcorn Jam, And
Yep.
then
Hillbilly.
before that is Brad's release.
Yeah, Brad's release.
And
I went
Hillbilly.
to Brad's release. The one he had. Well, that's where I met you, Jeremy.
Yeah, yeah,
Brad.
yeah.
How did I not meet you
then-
there then?
And he was down there.
Yeah, that was the one that I went. Yeah, that was the one that I went to. That weekend. I can't remember what you were doing up there.
Oh no. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, that was his initial release, and then the one in July 4th is going to be the one for the 250th
for the
birthday
jar.
of the United States. Yep.
Yeah, the Liberty.
Do you know the
the
story
Liberty
behind
jar.
that, Jeremy and Sean? Do you know the story behind that? I mean, am I allowed to say
Yeah.
something about it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
About Jeremy Brad not getting to take the credit for that jar, and they're saying that I might be wrong here, but something about Mark and Digger getting to take the credit for it.
Oh, really? I
I've
didn't
not
hear
heard
that
of
one.
it.
Well, I'm going to stop right here and I'll let Brad tell you about it, because I don't know if I might not even supposed to say anything. It just I'm like, that don't make a bit of sense to me.
Right.
You know what you're telling me about that?
I'm telling you what, you hear some rumors. I hear some rumors about myself all the time in this
I do
community.
too. You know, I've heard rumors about me being places I've never been.
You know what I tell people? Throw a little razzle dazzle on it for me too.
Yeah,
'Cause-
exactly.
Yeah.
Build it up. If you're going to tell a lie on me, make it a good one.
Make it sparkle,
Exactly.
baby.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, make me famous.
Yeah. Ah. Right, Eddie. I'm done with him. And Earl, yes, we'll be there.
Yeah.
And what is the next event coming up? Popcorn?
Batesville.
Batesville?
Mm-hmm.
I think I've got. Did you give me a paper on that or something?
I did, because I was passing those out and Farm to Bottle.
Yeah.
Farm to Bottle is later in the year. I got all of them in my, but I know OBX was one I didn't post the other day, but I've not been to that. But yeah, it's Beattyville, Popcorn, Brad's release, Hillbilly Jam, and then Farm to Bottle in August.
I'm
And
hoping to have a release here before long.
a what? Yeah, I hope you do
I'm
too.
hoping to have one before long somewhere.
And then Shining in the Bend with the Parkers in October. Now
Donnie and Teresa's having something.
that's Beattyville.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that one's in May. It's about a month away. It's a really good time. We love Beattyville, actually. It's a cool little town.
Yeah, yeah.
And their museum is amazing. I don't know if you've been, but you got to go.
I didn't go, but I did go down. It's been about 2 months ago. I went down and I seen Bruiser. I went down and bought some copper from Bruiser, and I didn't know Donnie lived that close, or I would have tried to set it up and got to meet him too. But I got to meet him up at the Winter Jam. Super good people.
Best that people love to talk. Yes, they do. Yes,
Yeah,
they do. They talk about nothing. Hey, Shadow.
Hey, Shadow.
Uh,
Hey, KP.
Hey, Shadow, whoever you are, I don't know a lot of these people, but I'm gonna say hi to you.
Yeah.
You get to know people, you speak to them.
Yeah, that's how it is supposed to be.
That's right.
And then Earl said he'll be there with his pickles.
There you go.
Yeah, that's what, it's a good time. But I like festival season. I like to get out there, see everybody. We have fun, have some drinks. And
Yeah, it's definitely coming around.
it is.
Hey, y'all, unfortunately, I got to jump off.
Yes.
But man, Junior, thanks for coming on, brother.
Hey, thank you for having me on here.
Thanks for coming on and telling us all your business, though.
Yeah, exactly. It's good to hear. I know a lot of people are probably curious. Everybody talks. Everybody knows what happens going on here and there. But it's nice to bring on the people that are in it to say how it really happened.
Yeah.
And what really happened. And everything. Yeah, I really appreciate you coming on, brother.
Yes. I appreciate you having me on. I really enjoyed it.
And in the future, anything you got going on, tag us, send it to us. I don't always see. I'm kind of shadow banned on Facebook.
Yeah, like we've whenever we're trying to Roy Collier in the house. How's it going, Roy?
Hey.
Yeah, whenever we tell people, make sure you tag both of us because depending on what we both got going on, if you tag both of us, then we'll make sure it happens. And everything, it gives a much wider net for us to catch. And everything, but yeah, thanks for coming on, Junior, and of course everybody out there, make sure you get your podcast punches. Good stuff.
Yeah, I need to hear some of that.
Yep, it's available in your state. It's on the website, but everybody who hasn't and wants to get one, you can go to hoochiehoochdistillery.com, and there's plenty of links on all our social media. But thanks again, Junior, for coming on the Hustle Highway and sharing your truths with us and everything else. We appreciate it.
Right. Well, I appreciate y'all having me on.
All right. Well, stay in touch, and we'll keep promoting you and putting you out there.
I'll do it, and I appreciate it.
Good night, hustlers.
Night, all.
I hate all